Today, we're exploring some breaking updates regarding the highly anticipated Google Pixel 10 smartphone. And trust me, mobile photography enthusiasts are in for a treat. If you're passionate about capturing detailed close-up images of flowers, bugs, or small textures, this latest innovation could make the Pixel 10 your top pick. So let's jump right in. Macro photography on the Pixel 10 is set for a major transformation. Based on a recent insider report, Google is preparing to utilize its telephoto sensor to enable macro or extreme close-up photography. This marks a big departure from earlier Pixel versions that mainly depended on the ultra-wide-angle lens for macro capabilities. You might now be wondering, what's the advantage of using a telephoto lens for macro? This technique, referred to as tele-macro imaging, lets users shoot crisp, high-resolution close-ups from a short distance away. That means you no longer need to get your phone extremely close to the subject. So, if you're trying to photograph a butterfly or bee, you'll avoid disturbing it by keeping a safe distance. Interestingly, Google isn't the pioneer of this concept. Samsung briefly integrated this into the Galaxy Z Fold 4, and recently Oppo implemented it in the Find N5 series. OnePlus is reportedly planning something similar in the upcoming OnePlus 13, though it hasn't emphasized it in promos yet. What sets Google apart is its plan to combine the telephoto and ultra-wide cameras for improved macro results. Depending on how near or far your subject is, the Pixel may 10th auto-switch to the optimal lens. This is an intelligent upgrade that addresses one of the most common macro photo issues. Let's break it down. One of the main problems in macro photography is poor lighting or shadow blocking. When your smartphone is too close to the object, it can cause harsh shadows from your hands or phone, ruining the shot. But with a telephoto macro approach, you maintain a better distance and get clearer shots in natural lighting, avoiding odd angles or physical proximity. Also, telephoto lenses typically offer superior optics. That translates to enhanced sharpness and richer image detail. Even the tiniest visual elements, like leaf texture or insect wing designs, will appear strikingly vivid. For comparison, the Pixel 9 Pro featured a 48MP ultra-wide sensor for macro, which offered strong results but still required very close positioning. Now, with this innovative hybrid lens system, Google wants to make macro photography simpler and more practical for everyday smartphone users. But the tele-macro innovation is just one of many expected refinements in the Pixel 10 camera setup. Google is also likely to introduce refreshed aesthetic colors this time. The base Pixel 10 is tipped to launch in Ultra Blue, Lime, Cello, Iris, and Midnight. Meanwhile, the Pixel 10 Pro and Pro 40 models may come in Sterling Gray, Light Porcelain, Midnight, and Smoky Green. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold is expected in just Sterling Gray and Smoky Green colorways. Now, let's move to the launch timeline. While official confirmation is still pending, multiple sources suggest that the Pixel 10 series unveiling is scheduled for August 20th, with commercial availability beginning August 28th. That's about 1 week later than last year's Pixel 9 rollout. However, this brief delay could allow Google to simultaneously launch all 4 Pixel 10 variants, instead of a staggered release as in past years. What stands out is that Google is elevating the camera performance without adding extra modules or increasing the price tag. Instead, it's tapping into smart software optimization and leveraging its existing hardware in smarter ways. That's a strategic move, especially when competitors often overload phones with lenses that don't always enhance image quality. In an industry where brands push gimmicks, Google seems to prioritize functional and valuable features. If this advanced tele-macro tech performs as expected, the Pixel 10 could be a game-changer in mobile close-up photography, removing the need to carry around a DSLR or macro lens kit. That wraps up today's insights. If this information was valuable to you, please like, subscribe, and activate the bell icon so you stay updated with the latest smartphone features, rumors, and launch news. Share your thoughts in the comments. Does this upgraded macro feature excite you? Would it convince you to switch to the Pixel 10? Thanks for tuning in.